Hey my lovelies, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do a Monday's guidance reading. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that came to support me at the West Pennard Glastonbury demo night of mediumship on my Spirit Magic tour. It was an amazing night. Spirit were on top form. There was so many lovely messages coming in, some really interesting messages actually. Quite a lot of laughter as well, and which I absolutely love. I love it when you don't just get the evidence of somebody, but you get their personality, you get their characteristics, and when the audiences laugh, it really does lift the energy, and it keeps that high vibe sort of energy in place. So it was just a really cool night. So if you came along to that, thank you so much. Just want to say, in terms of the tour, my next date coming up is Bath. So this coming Saturday, I say we because it's like me and my spirit team, but we're over in Bath Mill Lodge Retreat, which is rather posh, rather swanky. It's a lovely venue. I've done it quite a few times. It only holds 60, so it's quite an intimate night, which is actually quite good because there's more chance of you getting a potential message from a loved one. I tend to have quite a lot of paranormal activity that happens on those nights, so I'm going to make sure that I actually bring my wired microphone, because every time I've done it, my wireless mics, they always kick out, they always mess up. Spirit just come in and really play around. So this time I think I'm just going to go straight for a wired mic, so that hopefully they won't affect the sound, at least, because very often there you get the lights flickering around the room. It is quite an active place, that one. So we're down to the last 14 tickets left. So if you want to come and see me in Bath, do get booking, pop over on the website. We've also got coming up Saturday the 27th of April, the King's Theatre in Gloucester. It would be great to see you guys there. That venue does need a bit more support, otherwise the theatre is in risk of pulling the plug on that one, just to let you know. So it's very much a case this year with all my tour dates and all the bits and pieces that I'm doing. Support it, or unfortunately lose it. And if you're losing it, sometimes it's outside of my control. So just be aware of that as well. So what's happening today? Well, first of all, I've cut myself shaving. I don't know if you guys can see this here, but like, I feel very outraged. I put a new blade on and literally it got me. And I hardly ever cut myself shaving, so I feel really annoyed about that. So like, I'm hoping that descends soon. But yeah, in other news, I'm going to work today with my Wizard Within Oracle, which is my own deck, and I'm really pleased that this deck kind of has done so much amazing stuff for people. I was chatting to some people at the Glastonbury demo that have purchased this deck, because I had these for sale, and they sort of said how it's one of their absolute favourite decks, when it's one of their go-to decks. And it's really lovely to get feedback like that, because obviously, you know, once you sell a deck to somebody, you don't really know what happens if it gets used or if it just gets kind of put on the shelf and forgotten about. So it's really nice to sort of hear that actually this deck has given quite a lot of comfort to that particular person. Just to let you guys know, it is still available on my website. So if you want to purchase a copy yourself, pop over to the website and you can do that. And the deck is £40 with free UK postage. So these are the cards. Oops. So let's give them a knock. Let's give them a shuffle. Let's see where the energies are taking us and what we need to know about for this Monday, but also the coming week ahead. Oops. So channeling these cards for the highest of good. Oops, if there are problems, show solutions or things we just maybe need to be aware of this week. Oops, I'll know when, because one will literally just pop itself at me. Like that. Interesting. Okay, so we're going into the energy of the wizard. Oops, don't you can see this too well. The wizard's Athame. Now, when the wizard's Athame shows, this is all about empowerment. This is really about tapping into like a higher power, a higher spiritual consciousness, a higher level of own personal acceptance and identity. Now, we tend to use the Athame in terms of sort of ritual work when we're creating circle, when we're creating space. So it comes in a lot in terms of sort of witchcraft and sort of ritual use. But what this card is about, it's all about empowerment. It's about detaching from anything kind of negative. And when we talk about ritual, I always feel that this is kind of sacred space. So it's kind of doing things your way. You'll have your own unique way of doing stuff. You'll have your own magic. You'll have your own brand of what works for you. And it's not about being a copycat. It's not about doing what other people are doing. It's staying connected to your path, your version of life. Because this is something that keeps coming up actually in readings quite a lot at the moment. There's a lot of focus here on people sometimes feeling like they've got to be as good as XYZ, or they've got to do things the way that XYZ are doing them. And actually, no, you have your own bespoke, unique magic. Now, because we've got the heart on the sleeve here, this usually represents that somebody may be feeling a bit vulnerable. Maybe you do wear your heart on your sleeve, and maybe that comes at a cost sometimes. And I think also when we're empathic and when we do sometimes place this pressure or this expectation upon ourselves, that heart on the sleeve, it doesn't always it's not always sort of like a conscious thing, but sometimes we just do that. And this is protecting your energy a little bit as well, so making your world work for you, but being empowered, doing things your way. We've also got the little wise owl in the background there, and it's about tapping into that wise owl energies, tapping into that ancient wisdom, and just knowing that actually you're good enough to be you. That is what makes you special. It wouldn't work if you tried to copy what I was doing or whatever, Tom, Dick or Harry was doing. It's like it wouldn't have the same magic because it wouldn't be authentic. So, the wizard's athame, the person that holds the athame itself, the one that uses the blade, they create the space, they create the circle, and they do it their way. And that's the magic, that's the important, because it's being done authentically. And ritual work in general is so personal. So I know that sort of this has got like a deeper sort of message, but in a sort of practical space, this is saying, be yourself, be at peace with yourself, because that's your best gift to the world. We can't change how things are, we just have to accept it. And it's interesting, cut myself shaving today. I'm doing an event tonight. Don't particularly want that on my face. I'm hoping it clears up a little bit before then. But if it doesn't, this is the best I'm going to be. Take it as I am. Take me as I am. It's how it is. Do you know what I mean? So this is about being real. It's about showing up as you. Okay? Really, really quite important, because this is a recurring message that I keep getting for a lot of different people at the moment in private readings. So the energy of this space of imposter syndrome and vulnerability is really quite strong at the moment. And just be at peace with yourself, because like I say, that's your best gift to the world, and that's the best gift you can give to your own heart. So when we've got the heart on the sleeve, be the best success story you can be for yourself, not actually for anybody else, but for yourself. So I hope you can make sense of this. Going to leave this card with you, and I hope it resonates. Stay safe, stay well, stay fab. Just a couple of quick shouts to say that tonight I am fully booked for readings, but there's a wellness evening event happening over in Hensbridge, which is being run by the fabulous Amy Michelle, and there are readers, therapists. It's like a sort of chill down time. So if you just feel like you need a top up, if your energy feels a bit low, if you feel a bit run down, if you feel like you need a bit of a reading or a bit of a healing or whatever, pop over to Hensbridge Village Hall. It's happening from, I believe, 6:30 until 9:30, or 6 till 9:30. I can't quite remember the times, but it's happening tonight. Details are on my website if you want to sort of double check that out. Like I say, I am fully booked myself for readings, but there are some other great readers there, so come along and get involved. Tomorrow night, just to let you guys know, I am doing my spirit psychometry and photo reading workshop. I do need to get a few more people involved in that, because at the moment I think I've only got one booking. So if you want to get involved in that, spaces are £50. Let me know. It holds up to 6 people in total. Let me know if you want to be involved in that. It would be great to be able to run it, but if it doesn't get supported, unfortunately I am going to have to postpone that event for another time, which is really annoying, because loads of people have been screaming at me to redo it. So I'm sort of like, oh, I'm redoing it, and we need to get bums on seats. So yes, that's that. And like I say, we've got Bath happening at the weekend, which I'm really excited about. So lots going on. It's going to be a really, really cool week, I feel. But just be at peace with yourself. Be fabulous as you. Because like I say, this is your best gift to the world. So going to leave that card with you. Have a beautiful week. I may see some of you very soon. If I don't, look after yourselves and I will catch up as and when. Take care. Bye for now.